skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
And 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 10,
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Chiefs.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Winston. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Man, I got you.
From the gun, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Jackal made at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Butker's kick here is good.
Makes the score.
And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33. Easy. Check tight. Mike, check 33. 33. Got one.
Now Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
For the Chiefs field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The 48-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kansas City.
To number 88.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Easy. 21, right 21. Check back 21. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check back 21, right 21.
Throwing, Winston. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Winston.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A 6-yard.
And they run the option on second down.
At the 42-yard.
The right side here, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second down, Winston. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 11 yards there, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jameis now on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. It certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Hey, check back 21. Flip. Switch. Hey, check back 21. Easy. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check back 21. Right 21.
On second down, Winston again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Jameis again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30.
Mahomes pass.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for traffic.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
The end of the first.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Winston. Catch made right side by Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
On for the point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
4-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Winston. And Winston lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Watch the slant. Check, 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 check. Hey, 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4-yard gain.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards in the first. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
3-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and
now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
37.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chiefs 37, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they try the right side here. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it brings up third down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
7-yard line.
Fifty's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, here we go.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
What we got?
1st down, Winston. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, it's Winston. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. For 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
At the 17-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Play fake. Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Winston tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
50 the mic. 50 the mic. No chance. Hey, Mike.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jameis now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To the air again with Winston. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yeah.